Welcome, 6th graders. I recorded this video to give you some information about our school. Hopefully this presentation will really help you understand how to get started at PA Distance Learning. Today's agenda, we will be going through some of the policies as well as how to use your Google Calendar. We're going to view a few sample lessons. I will also give you some helpful tips about your ebooks, and then we will talk a little bit about how you can use your Google Drive to submit assignments. I want to welcome you to PA Distance Learning. We're very, very happy to have you here. My name is Mrs. Contos. I am the 6th grade teacher here for Math, Language Arts, Science, and Social Studies. So again, our objectives, agenda, discuss policies, we'll explore the live learning sessions, we will review your asynchronous lessons. These are the lessons that you will complete day to day, and then how to submit an assignment, complete a quiz or assessment, and post to a discussion forum. Just a little bit about myself. This is my 8th year at PA Distance Learning. I have a daughter named Sophia, and we live in the South Hills of Pittsburgh. That's a picture of me, my daughter, and my husband. His name is Chris. A couple things about myself is I love to go to unique places and restaurants and learn about different cultures and foods. I really love the Food Network or any Gordon Ramsay show. MasterChef is currently my favorite. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to the live learning attendance. You should have received by now an email from me that includes some information about when your live learning sessions are, as well as some information regarding the school itself. So live learning attendance, you will have 1 or 2 live learnings per day. They are mandatory to attend. Whenever you enter the classroom, you can enter about 5 minutes prior to the class start time, but when class starts, no off-topic chatting or personal conversations because the lesson will have started. Please do not leave until class is dismissed, and of course you can find your class time and days on your Google Calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you my Google Calendar. It'll look very similar to yours. Okay, let's see here. All right, when you log into your email, everyone, you're going to see this button in the upper right-hand corner. This is called the Google Apps button. When you click on it, it will take you to a lot of different options. Again, you'll probably be coming from your mail. Okay, but the most important button is your calendar. Okay, so when you click on this calendar button, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. It is defaulted to look at the week, but you can change the view to month, 4 days. I recommend using the week or the month button. It's a little overwhelming to look at it in the month view at first, so you may want to just keep it on the week. Okay, so how do you find what you need to do throughout the day? So whenever you log in, the first day that you are going to begin your lessons, what you'll need to do is go to the very top and you will see something that says Mrs. Contos' lessons, and it's cut off a little bit, but it says for today. Okay, when you click on that event, it's going to open up some information, and you're going to see here Language Arts, Math, Science, and Social Studies. You're going to see the title, and then you're going to see a link that appears next to it. Your links will be clickable. Mine are not because I'm the one who created them. But when you go in and you click on this link, it's going to take you directly to your language arts lesson. Same with math. If you click on the link, it'll take you directly to your math lesson for the day, science, and then social studies. It's very simple. The links will take you directly to what you need to access for the day. So typically you will be working for about 5 hours per day, 1 hour in each subject. If you notice, your health and wellness and music lessons are not here, and that's because I don't teach those 2 courses. So those courses will appear in your list probably right underneath mine. Okay? But as long as you follow your daily calendar, you will be able to see exactly what you need to complete. Okay? Your live learning sessions will show up here. If you're in section 1, your classes start at 9 a.m. Okay? So Mondays is language arts. All right? So if you notice here, it says 9 a.m. When you click on this, it's going to take you to a link to enter the live learning. Okay? Just like the regular lessons. Okay, Tuesday science, Wednesday is math, and social studies is on Friday. Okay, you will have music on Thursdays, and your health and wellness class will either be on Monday or Wednesday, depending on what section you are in. Okay, you'll also notice at 1 o'clock there is an extra help session with me. Okay, this happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1. These sessions are basically small group instruction, or if you do need help with an assignment, these are times to come in and work with me. Typically there are about 5 to 10 students that log in, mostly for math help, but again, these are designed for any subject. We will also be starting after-school homework help, where a teacher will be available after school hours. So you will get more information about that shortly. Okay, so this is how you find your daily lessons. Okay, I recommend when you wake up, pretty much the first thing you're going to want to do is go to these lessons. Okay, just so you can see what you have going on. Typically, we do complete the lesson of the live learning day. So for example, on Mondays it's language arts. So we typically will complete this language arts lesson together. We may not get through all of it, but we probably will get through most of it. Same with Tuesdays. So on Tuesday, here are all your lessons you have to complete. We have a science live learning that day. So we typically will complete this lesson in our science class. Okay, there's no specific time that you need to complete your asynchronous lessons. That's a great thing about our school. It's flexible. The only time you need to be mandatorily online is when you have a live learning. Okay, and typically if you're in section 1, that is at 9 a.m. If you're in section 2, that's at 11. Okay, so this is the calendar and how you can access your daily lessons. Let's go ahead and take a look at a sample lesson so you can see what they look like. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our math course here. Now, once you click on a link from your calendar, it's going to take you directly into a lesson. So let's just say for Monday, September 21st, the lesson in math is 2.5. It's called Equations and Solutions. So when you click on the link right from your calendar, it's going to take you right here to the lesson. Okay? If you notice, it has the introduction, it tells you exactly what you're going to be learning, and it has these steps. Okay? All of your lessons, regardless of the subject, are going to be set up this way. Okay, so step 1 is lesson and tutorials. Okay, it's very important that you follow the order of the steps and that you do not skip anything. Okay, so for this lesson, you have to go to your ebook. Okay, that's your online math book. Okay, you have some notes with examples that you can click. Okay, it says click here for your notes. Anything that's red and like this, you can click on it. Okay, so self-check practice, and then you have some independent practice to complete. In this lesson, there is nothing due. How you will know that is because it says underneath, this assignment does not require you to submit anything online. But let's, for example, look at one where you would have to submit something. Okay, in Tuesday's lesson, it's all about addition equations. Okay, if you notice, in big red letters, it says to submit your completed practice page below. Now, here is something about the practice pages. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on one to show you. The practice pages can either be printed out, and you can write your answers. You will not be able to actually type on this document. Okay, so they are designed for you to either print out, or you can number your answers and complete them in a notebook. Okay, so how will you get your answers to me? It's actually quite simple. What you will do is, when you log in, to your lesson, you will see this Add Submission button. Okay? When you click that Add Submission button and you scroll down, you're going to see this online text box. You can type your answers directly to me here. Please make sure that they're numbered. Okay? Or if you choose to print it out, you can actually upload a file here. Okay? So you can browse your computer if you have it scanned and saved somewhere. Alright? Most students choose to just type their answers into this online text box. That's probably the easiest. No work should be emailed to me. And the reason for that is because these lessons are linked directly to the gradebook. So if something is not submitted here, you're not going to get the credit for it. So you always want to make sure that you are submitting your work directly to the lesson. Okay, so anytime you have to add something or you have to submit something, you're going to see this add submission box. Okay. If you have a Chromebook, in another link that I'm going to send to you, I will give you the instructions on how you can actually use your Google Drive to submit assignments, which requires you to share a link with me into the online text box. Okay, so that's one way, one example of how you will add your work. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at a sample quiz. All right, let's say you have a quiz due. This is the 2.10 quiz for math. Okay, notice that there's only one step in this lesson, and that's to review all of your notes and examples and complete a quiz below. When you click this Attempt Quiz Now button, it's going to ask you if you want to start your attempt on your quiz, and it is going to pull up the quiz for you. Okay, most times it's multiple choice, but sometimes we do have short answer or essays that will pop up depending on the subject, and you will submit your work right through this lesson. When you're all finished with the quiz, it's going to ask you to submit all and finish, and that is it. Okay, it will tell you if you have not answered a question or not. The quizzes are pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, when you click this Finish Attempt button, okay, and you click Submit, it will come directly to me. All right, if you need to go back to a lesson, you'll notice that on the right-hand side, you can see your previous lessons for a unit. These also can be found on your calendar for the previous days. Okay, so that's quizzes and assignments. There's one other way that we submit assignments, and that's through a discussion forum. Okay, so last week the students completed this lesson, and they had to post to a discussion forum. Notice the word submit here. Okay, and a discussion forum requires you to click on the discussion forum. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and I will have a question for you right here at the top. My question is, how can you translate words into a math expression? Provide an example. In order to receive full credit, you have to provide an example and explain your thinking. All you have to do is hit this reply button, okay, and this is where you will type your post to me. Okay, discussion forums are worth 100 participation points, so they're a really nice way to boost your grade as long as you complete the task fully. Okay, so we've reviewed how to submit a quiz, how to submit an assignment, and also a forum. I hope that this will give you a brief introduction on how you can use the tools in the system to do so. We have a little bit of time before the screencast kicks me out, so I wanted to now just go through quickly your ebooks. Your ebooks will be referred to in each of your classes. Okay, this is your math book. This is probably the most, it has the most tools, I should say. Whenever you go to your math book, you're going to see a picture of it. Okay, and let's just say you are in Chapter 2, which is Introduction to Algebra, and you want to go to this specific lesson. You have to actually click on the unit or chapter and then the lesson that you're in. Okay, when you do that and hit go, it's going to pull up the math lesson. Okay, and there's some really great features in this ebook. Okay, I'm typically every day going to ask you to read the examples in the ebook. Okay, so it'll give you some examples. You just click this next button to get to the next page. Okay, and if you ever want to go back, just hit previous. You can also skip ahead pages by clicking the page number in this box. Right? But really over here is the most important. The lesson tutorial videos are very important. These are live demonstrations of how to do each example. So this is really taking the place, if we don't have a live learning, of me giving you some instruction. So it's really important that you do not skip these lesson tutorial videos, because this is where you're going to learn how to do the examples. Okay? All right. There's also usually an interactive practice quiz that you can complete, and sometimes even another activity. Okay, so this is a really nice self-check tool to make sure that you understand the lesson. And if you don't, you'll have to go back to it and review. Okay? You'll notice some tabs up here at the top. The Student Resource tab is a really great one because you can get online homework help at any time. And what this is really just more videos, okay, and solution demonstration, so it tells you exactly how to do each problem if needed. Okay, so this is your math book.